live.
Yeah, you're already live. We're not on the radio. We should be rolling commercials and stuff like this while we're waiting for the radio to kick in.
They really need to fix that piano sound. It's not so bad.
Yeah, we need to get all the music sounds fixed, but
And
that's
the loot.
that's another story. Baby steps, people.
Yeah.
All right, getting ready to roll. "20 seconds. Talk. Quiet on the set. Shh.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to.
Don't have to. That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here from inside Shroud of the Avatar 5 days a week for your listening pleasure and entertainment. You may actually learn a thing or two around here, or you may not. Who knows? Just come hang out and join us for the entertainment.
You
purposes.
might learn what today's date is according to Rick.
For the record, today's date is Thursday, November 10th, 2016, and we're all still here, folks. The world didn't burn down. Damn it. All them damn crybabies out in the streets last night, I tell you. Yeah, but moving right along, I don't know nothing about that.
Well,
yeah. I was hoping the world would end.
Isn't that something like related to my line?
This world ends. News at 11.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, we got something happening in 18 days.
Yes, we do.
You know what
That's right. I do know what that is, and we need to.
What's happening in 18 days?
You tell. Time is running out. What? Huh? Time is running out. 18 days.
Revelations. What is it? What happens?
11 hours.
55 minutes. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's right.
2,
Black Friday
1.
expirations happen on November 28th at midnight. November 28th.
With those expirations, you're going to be losing out if you haven't bought all these little goodies here yet that are on the list. And you all see me moving around a little compass up here. This is a little new toy I got from Jacob White. I'm going to try and show you today as well.
It's not working inside of the owl's head yet.
I understand that, but I figure we could take a trip outside Owl's Head to make an exception.
Oh, okay.
Those maps, he told us that he's going to be dropping them in hopefully today. So with a little luck, we'll have another update on this, but we'll get to that. But meanwhile, 18-day countdown for Black Friday. Of course, any new purchases between now and then gets you a 15% bonus on all your money spent. So if you want to save a couple bucks on a base account, now's the time. And Jack, you want to tell them how that math works?
Well, you spend $100 on the add-on store, then the following day you will receive $15 in store credit. Is that the math you were talking about?
Well, it was more like if you want the $40 account and you want to get that without spending actually $40, you would go buy the credit, get the bonus, buy the account with the bonus. Oh, well. $450? No, yeah, not more. There's 10. That would be 10. Anyway, I'll leave that math stuff to Chris. I don't like to look at that math stuff. And there's some math stuff we got to talk about, but we can't talk about it here. But anyway,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Willis? I don't know what you're talking about. It's one of them things we are not allowed to talk about. Super secret. You need the password. You need the handshake.
Yep.
You need a kiss from the flaming lips of chaos.
Don't shake that hand too much. Look at that little ass.
I tell you.
Right along.
Don't know what you're talking
What's
about.
Hallie talking about?
What?
Huh? I don't know.
Concentrate.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the show. Good morning, Blood Omen out there. How's everybody else doing out there in the world? If, of course, if you want to come join us, we are the only show on the air that invites you, the audience, to come join us. You can come into our Twitch feed, you can come to our Discord chat, or you can come join us right here in game. Sit down, plop yourself down, get comfy, and join in on the conversation. Again, most of the fun conversation happens behind the scenes. So if you really want to get a few laughs during the show, come on in Discord. You can go to nbnn.info, use the Discord app right there. Or if that's too hard for you, just go into Discord and type discord.me/nbnn. Whisk you right on into the room. So, Jack, we have some exciting news today, of course. We've got the postmortem coming up this afternoon for release 36.
Yes, we do.
Release 35 for postmortem, sorry.
We also have...
Getting ready for release 36, that is.
We also have something about today's... what's it called?
Stand up.
Postmortem.
Stand up. Yep.
Stand up. Sit down.
Don't do nothing but
sit down.
And then, so we have lots and lots of questions to ask after.
That's what I'm getting at. We're going to get to those questions.
Eventually. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get the sort of navigator on screen.
You have to put it on the other monitor. You want to do that for the folks now before we go into the stand-up?
Well...
probably be easier to run and show off the navigator now than sit down and get the rest of the stuff.
Okay, I'll do it that way.
So what we'll do is here's the Soda Navigator. We're going to flip over to the other screen real quick here. And actually, I'm going to PIP it.
Oh, Jack did a turnaround.
Yeah, I did.
Wonder what caused that.
I'm going to throw that up on screen. Now, right now, the map of Owl's Head is
not yet in game.
Into the map itself. So, for those of you guys who want to come, or otherwise you can just sit up here at the studio. We're going to run out to the exit real quick,
and then we will recall our way back. So we do know that the Owl's Head map is not in. Jacob was planning on getting that taken care of today.
That's right.
The application was given to us last night by Jacob, in our Discord channel. For those of you that he does not have the application signed as of yet, so it does get flagged as a virus by certain antivirus
and stuff like that for right now.
But at the same time, that is because it is a non-signed program, and you can see that Jacob's PC is actually known as Jacob PC, and his login name is Jacob.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We want to go ahead and let everybody know that Jacob does want to get this digitally signed properly. So for those of you guys, you want to come in and, of course, you want a link to this to test it out and play with it. You want to help support him so that we can get this digitally signed so everybody has a nice experience with it. And again, we're going to show you what he's up to here, because we've been waiting on this for a while.
I don't know if people have actually been paying attention to my stream. If you pay attention carefully, you'll notice that the red dot is moving further and further down. So it is actually doing the game hook. It is using that file that updates every 2 seconds with the location data. And so all of that is being populated. And as we load the overworld map, it should switch to
it should automatically transition. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring up, I'm going to resize this box a little bit more.
Map's blank.
And you can register. And my map just switched, and it loaded the hidden veil. And you can zoom in, zoom out, you can move the map around, you can do all kinds of things on this, so that way you do have it.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing about this is it resizes, it scales, and it keeps you centered right where you are. I'm going to actually switch over to the other monitor real quick, just so they can see it.
Don't forget that it doesn't update immediately. It does have a little bit of a delay. So it does take it a couple seconds. So you can see that I am standing right here at the crossroads. I tried to avoid the bandit that was hanging out over by the ruined keep.
Running around.
And see what happens when he goes look at the bandit.
Proper location. So that is really, really cool.
And of course, as you go along the way using sodamap.com, it'll show you all the towns. Now, the greatest thing I love about this now is, and we're going to see if it shows up on my map when we go back up to Owl's Head. Now, we're going to run back up to Owl's Head. I'm going to put this on the PIP again real quick.
God, upgrade your machine, Jack.
What are you talking about? You do realize I'm running 2 game clients as well as a little bit of everything.
Yeah, streaming, voice over IP.
I mean, because I can still hear whoever is playing on. Let me tab to that one. That's Holly that's playing on the piano still.
Mr. Frost's account. Okay.
Yeah, so that way I can actually hear the piano, because I cannot hear it from my seat very well. So we're going back into Owl's Head, and it will update, but remember that the Owl's Head map does not actually have, it's not actually in there yet, but that is coming very soon.
That's pretty cool. You are here.
That's right, you are here. You are in Owl's Head. So it did update.
And the one thing I forgot to do was log in. So I want to show this feature off. I hate this CAPTCHA.
And Jacob is right here at the entrance to Owl's Head.
That his body's all over the place.
So this is Jacob White, the guy that actually designed this soda navigator that we are currently using.
Okay, now that I'm logged in. Now that I'm logged in, let's see if it picks me back up.
Wow, where's the green screen effect on your shirt, Jack?
Yep.
Yeah, I have
you
to
like that?
refresh.
It's not as pronounced as I thought it was.
But the one thing I really dig in here is the ability
that's
to
because it's a lighter
put your
map.
own markers on the map, on Soda Map right now. So once you're logged in, you can go ahead and mark where you want to put certain annotations and all sorts of other cool stuff. As well, we can mark the lots, and we'll zone into Owl's Head. I should have just hit the button. I shouldn't have just hit the button. I should. Never mind. Never mind, folks.
I forgot my username and password for Soda Map. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All images with trains. Trains.
Train.
Wrong password. Oh well.
But moving right along.
Moving right along.
That's right. There is Jacob White, the man we're talking about.
That's right. Time to run all the way back up to the set.
Yeah, I said screw that. I'm recalling.
Yeah. I started running, and then it's like you figured, I might as well finish running. Especially as I'm hearing two different. I'm hearing the game music and the piano. Now I've got to resize some windows while I hit the plus.
Jack's doing a 5K run here on the
You
show.
know, while we're doing this, we don't have to be showing this. We can be moving right on to the stand-up corner here. We don't have to.
Jack's running
as I'm running.
hit a wall or something.
You can walk
Straight
and
in-
chew bubblegum at the same time.
Straight into a wall. Yeah, that's right, you bastard. Now I get to readjust the screen, the size on the stream.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
this is this music thing. You know, my camera now controls where my music come from, which makes absolutely no freaking sense whatsoever. Yeah,
I'm aware of that. That's why I complain about that. Okay, so we do have the stand-up corner for Thursday, November 10th, although Chaos was so chaotic that he decided to say that it is actually my birthday, which is September 10th. And if you did not provide me with a birthday gift on September 10th, you can do so today because it says it is my birthday in the stand-up notes.
You want it wrapped up, Jack? You want it wrapped up?
Wrapping is not necessary. Yeah.
Jack,
You ready for the stand-up corner, Laz?
we are. We're ready.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
artists.
So over in the art department yesterday, Bob said he was working on the ornate glass-topped
Bob.
row homes
The builder.
and obsidian row homes. Fletcher was working on fairy outfits. Fairy outfits. I know a few people that are going to be extremely happy about fairy outfits, and they are not in voice chat with us today.
What's up?
And I'm actually referring to the Deco Divas.
Yes.
They will love
yeah.
the fairy outfits as well. Wait. Where's Carrie?
I'll tell you
Carrie
what,
might like
Eclipse
the.
made herself look like a nice Tinkerbell over Halloween. She did a damn good job on that outfit.
Oh yeah. Then after that, we do have Kevin, who's still working on hair integration and NPC updates. Matt.
I need a haircut. Where's the boy at?
The almighty Gick Vargax is working on twirling and throwing batons and animation bugs.
Am I the wrong one? Yeah, I am. Never mind.
Where are you at, baby? Where are you at?
I was on yesterday's.
Reed is working on player homes and the Gus Ball fields and wreaths. Somebody's preparing for Christmas.
Yep.
Scotty is working on, or said he was working on, Xenos.
Excuse me.
Then over in design, Brandon was working on teachable recipes. New guy Chris was working on the map review and siege map feedback integration and bugs.
Bug.
Dan was working on the map review and player town updates and Elad's Lighthouse NPCs and props. The Troll Hunter Finn, that's right, the Troll Hunter Finn was working on the Novia Cloud and Mist visual effects and bug spraying visual effects. Fire Lotus is working on airy NPCs and the Hangout. Sanyo was working on bugs. And map review and control points and player documentation.
Documentation, man.
I got your documentation hanging, man. Lum the Mad.
You don't need no stinking documentation.
Yeah, I was born in East LA, man. What do you mean?
Lum the Mad was working on Malice and Lord British feedback integration. Sorcerer Steve working on Midris and the map review and forum support. Over in tech, new guy Bobby's working on the offline save game directory remapping and nameplates and logging review. Eric, he was touching the bugs.
Bugs.
Then Jason was working on talking and Cabana error tracking. Error tracking. We have found an error. What is causing it? New guy Jim. He's working on the virtual server deployment and offline rewards.
Yeah.
Wizard Smoke. He's working on performance and exceptions. The Deathbringer one and only. Working on bugs. And these shaders are being updated because the future's so bright, you gotta wear shades.
We gotta wear shades. That's right. You gotta wear shaders.
Yes. The Burning Toad.
The burn.
Still scratching the itch that can't be found as he works on overworld population visuals and bundle home upgrade testing and bugs.
Bug.
And builds.
Build.
Over in QA, the Attenwood is working on sanity testing and forums, and Serafina is working on customer service and regression tests. Which takes other group. They don't know what they are doing. We have the Dippy Bird, who's trying to figure out which direction to put the build in.
You put the square peg in the round hole.
That's right.
Me. It'll fit.
As well as working on lockdown direction. The almighty Gorn still playing around in his red Speedo as he works on add-on store data cleanup and the Koto web display and new store items.
Koto web display.
Yeah, I wonder what they're doing there.
Make you go,
The almighty Barrack is working on spotlight and post-mortem preparation and the contest winners. Yes, that's right. Later today, we will have the decoration contest winners. which takes us to Hutch, who is working on environmental assets and shaders and hair review and map review.
I'll ring that bell if I want to.
That's right. Lord British, he's got a stack of Jiras and a small towns review.
Of Jiras.
That's right. He is inputting them into the system. And also working on resource maps review. And last but not least, today we have Chaos working on database offers and decorations and customer service and account support. Which tells us that Darkstar was not in the office yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our stand-up corner for yesterday, November 9th in the real world. But at Portalarium, it was my birthday, September 10th.
Yay.
What?
I don't get it either.
Yeah, September 10th.
He's soliciting early birthday gifts.
Do you not see where it says Thursday, September 10th? Duh. It's on my screen. Duh.
I get it. I get it.
Even though today is
November 10th.
Yeah. Hello.
Ball hair.
McFly.
Let your free papers fly.
Thanks.
Yes. You're killing me, Smalls.
But that moves me on. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I don't know what you're talking about.
And don't forget,
want to do it.
we invite anybody to come in and join us during the show. Just go to nbnn.info, click on the connect button for Discord. Join us in the green room because we're too lazy to move to our live on-air channel. And if that is too complicated, if nbnn.info is too complicated for you, you can always go to discord.me/nbnn to get into the channel as well.
Come on in. We have ourselves a good time.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes.
How you doing there, Zeke? I didn't hear you sneak in.
What's the damn problem?
Ain't no damn problem.
Running out of midgets, that's the problem.
That's the problem. There's
How can
not
you
enough midgets on the party ticket this year. That was the problem.
How can you debate me? You hadn't opened your damn eyes in 20 years.
But that moves us right on to what's going to be following us today here at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hangout of the Avatar, release 35 post-mortem happening this afternoon. And we got, of course, questions that they're going to be asking the developers, hopefully. And we always like to go through those and pick at them and see what kind of questions are being answered, like, I can't find a place to live. Haven't seen that one in a while.
No, that's because I actually went to check on one of my houses the other day on one of my alt accounts, and there were 3 houses right next door to it. So, yeah, there's still houses available.
Guys, land has got so scarce in the NPC towns in New Britannia. I saw a guy kicking a can down the street the other day. I said, "Man, what are you doing?" He said, "Moving."
Yep.
We need some more social programs in the game with that.
Well, I heard a joke earlier today is something about the first time in history that a white man's moving into a government-funded house that used to be occupied by a black man, something like that.
Oh, that's freaking racist.
God, that's bad, Laz.
That's not even funny, though.
Oh, well, taken out of context. Yeah, Harry probably told. Or should I say, the first time a billionaire is moving into a government-funded house. Good answer.
But that's how Donald Trump's been doing his entire life, though.
Hang out of the Avatar. Got it up on screen for everybody out there.
That's right. Later today, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Don't forget, Laz will probably be simulcasting. I will be at their offices for a few brief minutes before I have to leave. And we do have 59 questions so far. That's right, 59 questions.
59.
Count them.
That's right. Are you ready for the number one? From Mario the Great.
Let's do it.
With the skill decay, death has consequences now, but can we have at least the food buff persist through death?
No.
What are your thoughts on?
No, we can't.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. You die.
No, when you die. Yeah, when you die, everything you ate while you was alive, it's dead too.
It's dead. It's dead,
Yep.
Jim.
Smells that way.
Yep.
I'm a doctor, not a computer programmer, damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe that should be the case. That's just
Well,
personal opinion.
it's followed by a couple people that agree.
Probably cooks.
Make that 4 people.
We're looking at them. Plus ones agreed.
5, 6, 7. 7 people agree with him in that one thread. Or that one question.
Well,
And
only
one person, which is Ormanger. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Saying this will make food more useful and cooking more relevant, which is kind of an agreement as well. So.
Time sink.
Right.
Time sink.
Time sink.
Gold sinks. Absolutely.
Time sink, gold sink. Yep.
If your food's still good after you resurrect, then it's going to put the cooks out of business. No, we got to keep that.
Cooks are against that.
Yeah, the cooking union said hell no.
Oh, hell no. Food's got to go. You eat it, you die. Bye bye.
Buy some more.
Buy some more, sucker.
Hey, where's Briar Vesper when we need him, I tell you. Moving right along. Next question.
Are there plans to add party loot mechanics to the game? Example given, a setting where anyone can loot but the loot gets distributed round robin. Everyone keeps what he loots himself. Or you can loot every Xth corpse. And the like. If yes, can you give some details about that? What they're trying to do is trying to prevent me from partying with Laz, because as Laz knows, at times I do like to loot
We
things
play Screw
relatively
Your
quickly.
Neighbor as we run around adventuring.
Jack's a loot whore. That's
Resource and
what's
gets attacked. The other one screws his neighbor by takes their resource while his partner can't do it.
It's funny.
It is. You got to see us when we're out there. Yeah.
I can imagine.
We have a good
I
time.
partied with Jack a couple times.
But of course, option 2 is already there. Everyone gets what he loots himself. So if you can loot it before the next guy, that's what's going on right now, as it is, except for the gold split. But I got to agree, it's got to be a better proportionate split, or somebody's designated. I don't know. It's got to be something better.
I don't know if you were watching Discord chat right now, but there has been an update to our favorite Soda Navigator program to where it now works inside of Al's head.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Jacob.
Cool.
Do we need okay, so no.
So I just closed the program and I reopened it, and then it is working beautifully. So you can see that these 2 lots are known as NBNN Studios, and they are here.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to close it real quick.
Okay, if you look in the top left, there's a little navigation.
I know, X.
Yes, and click that little X. It's kind of hard with a broken arm, but it's manageable.
It is.
What's question 3, guys? Come on.
Oh, come on. We got to show off Navigator.
You know what? We got more important things to talk about, because Jacob's program is pretty damn cool.
Yes, we love this program.
Yeah,
Questions
we definitely
will be there. They'll get asked later. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it.
I just like responding to those random questions.
And then Ronan asked the question, why will Portalarium not revert back to YouTube? You are archiving to YouTube, so why continue with Twitch?
That's what I'm
and
talking about.
I don't know
let's
whether or
go
not
ahead.
I don't know whether or not you've actually paid attention to the difference between the Twitch stream and the YouTube stream during the last Hangouts or the last telethon. The Twitch stream had 5 times as many viewers as the YouTube, and so it's one where it's like if they're going to focus on acquiring an audience and exposing it to other gamers, Twitch is actually a better platform for showcasing the game. YouTube is still relevant, and that is why the videos are being archived to YouTube, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Twitch don't
man.
work. Twitch don't work in my browser, man. These Java.
I know I live stream to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so that's where we thank everybody. I believe Laz does as well, and this is one where it's like if we don't even really pay attention to our YouTube viewers that are watching us during the live show, just because it is less than 1/10 the viewers that are watching the live show.
And for the fact that YouTube hasn't given us a way to really interact with the folks timestamp wise, that we can even tell when they make comments, it leaves a lot to be desired, truthfully.
Yeah.
The reason why I do it is, that's right, he said due to.
Yeah, so
It's because people still search for things on YouTube Live, and as long as I'm running a 24-hour stream, I might as well shove it down YouTube's throat as well. And that's why we do it.
yeah, so I mean, they looked at the numbers and they figured it's like if they're going to do this, you know what? There's a Twitch application for iOS and Android devices. If you're going to say that I can't watch it while I'm at work, watch it on your phone, plug in your earbud or two.
And I tell you what, the Twitch app on the phone is absolutely fantastic. I use it myself. I set up the simulcast, and I put it on my phone. I shoot it over my other TV. I walk around the house with my headset on, and when I got to do other stuff, I pick up my phone. I carry it with me. I can keep chat right there, and I got all that at my fingertips. So I don't know why people wouldn't want it.
Yeah,
Like
so
the way things are built.
That's plugged in.
Yeah, so it is one where they looked at, I mean, I'm answering for Portalarium, we are answering for Portalarium, but remember, Laz and Jack are not related to Portalarium in any way other than the fact that we have given them way too much money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too much money.
Way too much money.
BDF has 3 questions. Question
Of
1, can we
course.
please
How
add
did-
a
how
concentration?
did you not know that
Yeah.
was coming?
Can we please add a concentration bonus to robes? It seems like this would be a great way to differentiate between cloth armor and robes. How about some more robes?
What about a belt? I want a
How
belt.
about we get some robes to begin with,
Belt.
except for the one?
Well,
We only have
other than the
one
elven robes.
robe.
Yeah. And
And
I
that's
wouldn't
the only
really
ones
call
we
them.
got, right?
And also, we need robes that can go over armor as well. Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna see
What-
how they
yeah.
tackle that one.
When will some
I think we
creatures become worth using?
There you go.
That's a good question.
As soon as you GM every single one of those skills, I don't know.
I was gonna say mine worked pretty
No,
good.
as soon as you get it to 200, if you get it to 200, then you're good.
Yeah, mine worked pretty well. I get out there, my spider. He does half the heavy work.
He said summon
Yeah.
pets.
Wasn't that? Oh, those guys. Oh yeah.
Magically summon pets.
Well,
Yeah,
No.
When you have the magic.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I've seen some fire elementals out there kick some fucking ass. That's just me.
Is it summon pets?
Depends on how you use them.
Yeah.
I think we need more socks.
Summon
I don't know.
creatures. I don't know.
Can we please get some non-alcoholic drink recipes? We need the alcohol first before we get the hot chocolate.
What? What's
And
wrong
the
with
tea.
that?
Yeah.
Then gravity.
Hot chocolate was not a pledge.
Yes, beer was a Kickstarter goal, so that comes first.
That's what I meant. Pledge goal. That's right. Hot chocolate was not a pledge goal. Beer was a pledge goal.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pledge reward.
What he said.
Yeah.
Goal, reward.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Then Gravity wants to know what plans are there for supporting the dedicated crafter playstyle. It feels like more and more of my crafting time is spent in combat. Any chance we'll see crafting scenes in the future so the builders and artisans can enjoy the game also?
Yeah, you got to go make gold.
Yep. This is actually a conversation I had last night, and it's actually one of the things that they pledged early on, that you will actually be able to be a crafter only. But right now, that the way that the XP system is currently, you have to go hunting in order to harvest and harvest more.
You can go buy.
So one of the things that they need to do is going to be changing the way that XP is done for crafting and the way it is used for crafting. Just because I'm turning wood scrap into pulp, I don't know how I ended up with over 80 carpentry doing like turning things into wood scrap. That all needs to be.
You didn't turn it off. That's all.
No, I didn't turn it off intentionally. But this is something that they need to look at, and they will probably look at in the near future, within the next 6 months.
We hope.
But in the meantime, between now and launch, we're going to be so cool and so developed by the time launch gets here. These new guys are going to come in the game, and they're going to be like, what the hell?
Might be too old, though.
All depends.
Yeah, don't even start with the old jokes.
Look who's talking, Mr. 5-0.
Go get me started.
5-0, bro.
Hey. Ezelf. Now that there is skill decay on death, has there been any thoughts about hitting the skill experience pool first before actual skill loss?
No.
Bug. It's supposed to hit. It's supposed to hit the skill pool, the XP pool first. So that would be a bug.
No, he's asking for it to hit the experience and not the pool, isn't he?
No, he's asking why does it hit? Why does it?
Yeah, it's hitting skill loss first, and so he wants it to work the way it is supposed to be designed. So
that don't make no sense.
That would be a bug, because that means that in the coding that Chris set up, it's going directly into. He didn't put an if-then statement saying if hit this stat for this much XP loss, or this attribute for this much XP loss. If XP is in the pool, then take it from the pool, otherwise take it from the skill.
Jack is not a programmer.
I have not programmed anything since the early 90s, and that was COBOL. So, yeah. Yeah, COBOL. I was a COBOL programmer, man.
Machines, man.
Yeah. Haven't done any COBOL coding since then, so no.
So you were working for the Kobolds? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. I am responsible for all the technologies. Sir Hollisey wants to know, can we recall all the homes we have? I mean, bind to all the lots when... Nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen, ever. And
you
then
get one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's because they want you to travel the entire world and not cheat. Teleport to... friend everybody and teleport to them. Then Belladonna Rose wants to know, noticing a lot of recipes no longer existing, why was there a need to remove them? Example, fishing poles, was there really a need to remove it? Also, will there ever, are you sure the recipe didn't change, or was it removed?
Yes, and changed, I just haven't found it yet. I'm sure a fishing pole's still in there.
Maybe, I don't know, that's a question that I cannot answer.
Yep.
Yet, will there ever be an easier way to report bugs without having to go through the long list of other stuff that is not related to the bug I am reporting?
Yeah, it's called the search feature.
Oh boy.
No, it's called
search.
It's called skip it. But sometimes, like some issues are actually related to your hardware. Will it be possible to make a small water well, one without the lower section of pavers, and will they be able to be put in basements soon?
Can you carry it along with you?
Why can't we put a water well in the basement?
I doubt it. What for? I mean, what?
Grow lights, man. We have grow lights. I don't know.
Okay. If you need water in the basement, I guess so. Everything grows at half rate down there.
That's right. Then Coral wants to know, in the patch notes for release 35, under known issues, the first fountains and wells placed in pots will only provide water to the pot owner.
They're aware of it.
Does
that
this
goes
mean
for
at some point
lots too,
we'll
right?
get settings to allow others to use it? Which means that
Yes.
they're talking about placing it like, yeah. So that means that if that is a known issue, that at some point in the future, anybody that touches that pot or that fountain or well will be able to harvest water from it at some point in the future.
Known issue means we know it's broke. We will fix it.
Yep.
But you got to touch it. You got to touch it to get the water.
About personal wells, will they get settings also to allow others to use them? I believe that would mean that they have to be kindred on the lot in order to use it.
No, you can walk up, Led Zepp, walk up to that well and see if you can get some water out of it.
I can. I tried it yesterday.
You can't. Okay.
No, I can't get it off anybody's lot.
Yeah, we know you can't get it off anybody, but that's another story.
Somebody press the move.
Rufus has the nobility questions with, what are the plans for the fulfillment of the Family Crest Founders Reward?
Damn.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we had some talk about that and all that stuff that was going on with all that up at SodaCon, and all I can say is it's a mess.
Yeah. We also need, Duke pledges are supposed to get that custom avatar. Where's that thing at?
Well, that they have the tech for, and we know that's coming. That'll come closer towards the release. But
that might even happen after release. That might even happen after release.
Yep, sorry. Part of that reward.
Huh.
They still plan on fulfilling it. They're still planning on fulfilling it. It's just going to take them a long time. Because you also have to remember that for those custom heads, that means that someone in the art department has to go through and sculpt each individual Duke and Lord of the Manor's head.
Yep.
And they haven't even done custom NPCs yet, other than like 5 of them. So
I want to ask a question real quick.
The custom Duke heads, I would expect to be a very long time from now. Yes, what's your question, Zeke?
Quick question.
Shoot.
The banker over in area is named Roper Holiday. How does that happen?
Because at one point we were asked to submit our NPCs, and he got that done. That was his NPC selection. He got selected.
Yep, there's a Dev Plus call whenever Lum feels like it for naming NPCs, and so you just have to respond to that thread with a bunch of names.
Yeah, I've seen it in Sprite.
And you also have to be one of the people who gets it as a reward to get in there as well, I believe. Don't you right now?
That's why it's in Dev Plus.
Yeah, so
I believe everybody Dev
we
Plus
all have a chance, and I'm waiting for more later towns to be opened up and get more customization before we do that. And of course, I can name my own NPCs now, so I feel that also helps fulfill that.
Okay.
But moving right along.
When might we see farming supply vendors added for the governors of pots?
We got them.
We got them. They're just not stocked.
Yeah. I'll report it.
Okay.
When will the wind change?
The what?
Wind change,
wind change.
direction.
Oh, you know what?
What kind of question is
I can answer that. For the last year or so, I have been talking to these guys about weather phenomena, hurricanes, tornadoes, thunderstorms, even characters getting struck by lightning.
By lightning, that's right.
Right, you know, getting struck by lightning if they happen to be out in a thunderstorm and or standing under a tree, and it increases if you're standing in water, yada yada yada.
In full plate armor.
Yeah, in full plate armor, you know.
Fishing. I'm sitting there fishing and I get struck by lightning. Great.
These were things that Richard responded to with enthusiasm. He liked the idea. Yes, let's have hurricanes. Yes, let's have thunderstorms and lightning strikes and just turn it into a world of chaotic hell from time to time. It may come in episode 2. The jury's still out on it, but it's in the jury.
Mm-hmm.
Check the schedule. That's the
It's
answer.
in there.
Q5, folks.
It's in there. That's right. Q5.
Right.
Right. It's good.
Then Castigear has Will it be possible to implement tech so that we don't have to wait a full release to upgrade the capacity of a player-owned town? That is always going to be a patch of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Would be nice if it just a
Yeah.
flip of a switch.
Next.
The current
Moving right
limitation
along. Actually,
seeming
we're
assuming optimization continues to go well, when will we see a redoubling of available decorations for player-owned towns? This is
God dang right.
that is something that we've been complaining about forever because a metropolis has a limit of 260 items.
I'm going to give you the answer we got from Starr Long up at SodaCon, and we're going to stop there for today because we are running very short. But the answer is, just think, if you increase the item limit by just 1 for each lot, house, and basement, what that number is. And that's a big number.
That is not what the question was. The question was related to player-owned towns and placing decorations in player-owned towns.
Again, you want more deco limits anywhere. Just increasing the number by 1 for each basement, house, lot, period, will affect the world with a big hurt, believe it or not.
Okay, if you increase the deco limit even by 1 in pots, you multiply that by the pots that have been sold.
That's 330.
Okay,
That's 330 more
330
more decorations.
Yeah, but they're not getting loaded all at one time.
I know, but they are, and that's the problem.
right.
And that's another whole topic of discussion.
Time's
Well,
out.
well,
Time's
who's
gotta
sponsored-
move
who's
on.
sponsored today's show?
Time's out.
Time is very short. What's that, Duke?
Who sponsored today's show?
Who sponsored today's show? We're going to do a quick run through that because that's what we do around here. And of course, it's going to be a real quick run through today because time is short. I'll tell you what, I'll read the sponsors while Jack can read off the calendar and we'll get it both done at once. No.
What are you talking about?
Our good friends over at Auchenshire Markham Farms, wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and more. Dawn's Keep, located south of central Brittany. The Britannian Mining Company, our good friend Zeke Cooper and the boys and girls of our home guild, wanting you to come down to Market Road. Check out all the wares that are available down there. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. our friend Ben over at Relics by Rill, relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. Use the promo code NBNN, get 10% off. Sodamap.com, Jacob White coming out with yet the next best thing to slice bread. Soda Navigator, we'll be telling you more about it throughout the weeks to come. And of course, you can't support that boy enough. Our friends over at sodacraft.com, sodacrafting.wiki, and sodataming.com. Check those guys out if you need some help with that. Our good friends over at the Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, real quick on the Marketplace, please.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. I don't know if you paid attention yesterday. There was a million game gold that was on the marketplace, and now it's gone. It is already been sold. That is how quickly these things fly. So don't forget, we do have some new items up at the marketplace, including iron ore, a commission-free vendor, elven homes, wood, small increments of gold, big increments of gold, and hundreds of thousands. If you are interested in becoming a vendor at Shroud Marketplace, you just need to create an account and then click on vendor registration. Make sure that you have a PayPal account, and then you'll be able to add your items to the marketplace. Remember, the marketplace doesn't set prices, you set the prices. That includes anything that is game related, from accounts all the way to services, just like crafting services, decoration services, music services, or event services. That's right, wedding services.
That's right. Weddings and more. You want to get married? You come see me. I got it. I got all you need. But meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. I got the calendar up on the screen real quick. We're going to just tick off this calendar real quick.
7 o'clock tonight, we do have the Phoenix Republic doing their PvE nights. 9 o'clock is going to be the Gladiator Wars out in the town of Finchfield. That's with Pestilence, and the battles begin promptly at 10. And don't forget to check out WRFB tonight for DJ. That's right, DJ Justin doing Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2.
That is right.
Yes. And
so don't forget to check out your local events here inside Shrouded Avatar. Go support the good folks out there. Last night we had Eclipse Maiden out with Spar Hawks Happy Hour. She was pumping up the jams while they were out there drinking on Spar Hawks time. So you can't forget to miss events like that. We got dungeon crawls, we got fights, we got social nights. We got it all here in Shrouded Avatar, as well as all sorts of shows. We got our show. We got, of course, the girls on the Deco Divas doing their thing. We got Wake Up New Britannia. All sorts of stuff going on in the community out there. So tune on in, check it out, brush on up, because there's lots of stuff to do. You can't complain if you're not participating, folks. This is a social game. If you want the single-player narrative, go play single-player when it's ready. Otherwise, come on in, be a social butterfly, hang out with the folks, have a good time, because I'll tell you, the last year and a half, 2 years here have been something else. I've been to more conventions in the last year than I know what to do with. I've met some great, wonderful people in this community along the way, and I can't tell you how much I love this shit. That's for sure. But meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We got any last-minute comments there, Jack?
Yes, we do love you guys. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you. Thank you for watching on Twitch. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching, listening on Radio Free Britannia.
That's right.
Yes.
And
thank you for following our channels.
We love you guys, locations. And of course, thanks for joining us day in and day out. And of course, you folks watching us in repeats and listening to us in the podcast, everything else, we thank you all as well. We're going to wrap it up for today. We're going to be bringing you the postmortem here in simulcast here at 3 o'clock. And of course, stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings and the latest from right here inside Shrouded Avatar. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NDNN. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with the Weekend Roundup. See y'all then. Wow, we really got off track today, man.
God, squirrel.
Dave's not here.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
What are we doing? Hey, when's the show begin?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. What are we doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.